Hey guys, well, I have an update for you guys. I ended up getting pregnant the month of October. I found out October the 24th, the day I was supposed to start my period. And I was gonna wait till 8 weeks to do a video. You okay? I'm sorry, you hurt your toe. Go play. My hair looks crazy. I was gonna wait till I was 8 weeks to do a video, but sadly, at 6 weeks and 6 days, I miscarried. I had went over to a town over where my son's dentist is, and I noticed that the seat of my pants felt really wet. But if you've ever been pregnant before, you know that you have a little bit more moisture down there. And I don't know, for some reason, I went to the bathroom and washed my hands, and I stuck my fingers down there, and when I pulled my hand away, I was bleeding. I couldn't really do anything about it. So when I got home, I went to Walmart and put a pad in, and about 7:30, I was in my boys' room, and I was changing their movie. So I was standing up by the TV, by their dresser, and I felt something pass onto my pad, and so I went to the bathroom and called my husband in there, and we had passed the baby. There was a little sack about this big that looked like it had broken open, and there was a little bitty gray flesh colored tiny little, it didn't look like a baby, but you know, we knew what it was. We grieved and I cried, but I'm a lot better now. I know that it's nothing that I did. I know that most likely it was a chromosomal thing. I haven't had any pain, barely any bleeding. I just passed that one clot. That was the baby. I've been very lucky. Very lucky. How lucky can you be with a miscarriage? But I've heard of other experiences, and I just feel like I've been really lucky with mine. This is my first miscarriage, my third pregnancy, and and so since we passed the baby, I know a lot of people pass the baby in the toilet, or they don't actually know what the baby is or when it came out. But for us, us personally, since we passed the baby onto a pad, we felt like for us, to save it, and we want to bury it. We bought a little box and let our two sons decorate the box, and we didn't feel right flushing it or throwing it away, so we're gonna bury it. We're gonna buy an inside plant and bury it, just because I didn't want to bury it in our backyard, because you just never know how long you're gonna live in a house, and I didn't want to move one day and know that we left the baby behind. But yeah, that's my update. I don't really know what else to say. I'm in a good place. I'm just gonna focus on getting my mind healthy and my body healthy, and we may try again in the next year. We haven't really talked about it again, so that this is just still so fresh. Today's Friday. This happened on Monday. And I did go get my levels checked, by the way. I didn't mention that. I went in Tuesday. They checked my levels, and they were at a 261. So I was supposed to be 7 weeks exactly that day. And if any of you know HCG levels, by 7 weeks, they should have been up in the 8,000s, anywhere from 8,000 to 200,000. And my level was at a 261. And they gave me a pelvic exam. They told me that my cervix was closed. I wasn't having any pain, barely any bleeding. And I really think the doctor thought that I had my dates wrong, because she was just like, your levels at are 261. This lighting is going weird. She's like, your levels are only at a 261. It's too early to see anything. And I was like, no, you don't understand. It's not too early. I should be 7 weeks. I know when my last period was. I know when I got my first positive pregnancy test. I know that my dates are right. And she just kept saying, oh, well, you're not going to see anything. The baby's too small. But I kind of knew by then that I had miscarried. So I went in this morning to go get them checked again, and they were at a 211. So they had dropped even more, and just confirmed what we already knew. So yeah, so for any of you wondering about getting pregnant after the depot shot, it does happen. It happened for me 6 months later. But fortunately it ended in a miscarriage. So I don't know, guys. I'll just keep you updated with if anything else comes up. But other than that, we're gonna hold off trying to conceive. I guess we can say baby number 4 for a little while. But God bless, guys, and good luck to everybody out there trying.